Hey everyone, Lion Roar here, and we have a new event in Empires and Puzzles called Starfall Circus with some overpowered legendary heroes. So let's break them down and talk about them in more detail. But first, get $10 worth of Bitcoin for free just by clicking on the link in the description of this video to sign up for Coinbase. Once you trade $100 worth of crypto, you're going to get that $10 worth of Bitcoin deposited directly into your account. And not only do you have the opportunity to earn free Bitcoin, Coinbase has this really cool rewards program that will let you earn free crypto just for learning about it, which is super cool because free crypto is free money. So if you've been seeing people earn tons of money on things like Bitcoin and Ethereum and all other types of crypto and you want in on that action, then you definitely want to sign up for Coinbase because they make it super easy to learn and trade. Now for today's content. All right, so as I said in the intro, spoiler alert, these are some overpowered heroes, and I already made another video discussing why I think that might be the case. But go ahead and watch that video. I'm not going to discuss that here. Let me know in the comments of that video what you think, why Empires and Puzzles would release these overpowered heroes all at once. You know, typically I've been used to in Empires and Puzzles releasing like one or two really powerful heroes, and then they make like a couple more that are just so-so, right? But all of these heroes are really, really good. So let's start with Director Zuri and go through this in some detail. All right, so she is a holy 5-star hero. She is of the Sorcerer class, as you can see here, and in the Circus family. Let's take a look at what, I guess I should call it the Starfall family bonus is. So bonus for 2 or 3 heroes, 40 or 60% chance to cleanse the hero's most recent cleansable status ailment at the end of each turn. That is a really, really good passive ability because cleansing in this game, in this day and age, is just about one of the most powerful defensive things going on. You have to be able to cleanse, and to just build it into the hero like this is really awesome. All right, she's got 766 attack, which is respectable but not outstanding. Defense is 772, same thing. HP is pretty good at 1421, but what really makes her good is her Special Director's Blessing. She is average speed. Recovers 45% health for the ally with the lowest remaining HP. All other allies recover 30% health. That is an amazing healing ability. Next line of text. Summons a clown minion for each ally with 13% HP and 20% attack inherited from the caster. All right then. So not only are we healing, but we're getting minions. You know, this is jumping out to me as a hero very much in the same vein as Delilah, who has been a really good hero. But we have one more line of text here. Cleanses status ailments from all allies. Oh my gosh, on top of making minions and healing a lot, we're going to cleanse status ailments. Listen, there are other heroes in a similar mold, but this is sort of like 2-in-1. It's like if you take Delilah and mix her with Ariel or something along those lines, because those are both average speed heroes. Delilah is good on her own. She's amazing. Ariel is good on her own. She's amazing. So now take their specials and kind of like glue them together. And this is just outstanding. What a great healer. For anyone who gets Director Zuri, congratulations. You have one of the best healers in the game. Absolutely versatile, amazing. What makes this so good is not only is it a defensive hero who's healing and keeping your team alive, but it's an aggressive hero. Because for a healer, that attack is pretty high when it comes to like the tile damage and things, but the minions attack, right? So you get this constant flow. It might not seem like much, but the minions are keeping your heroes alive longer and they're attacking. So it's in a more aggressive style of healer. This is an incredible healer. So for that reason, I'm giving Director Zuri an A, of course. I've never in the history of Empires and Puzzles given an A+, but for a couple of these heroes, I'm getting very close. I'm like tempted because to me, Ariel is an A. Delilah is maybe not quite an A, but almost. Ariel's an A because of the cleansing ability. This is like both of them. So, oh man, A+ isn't on my grading scale, but like, you know, the last couple of heroes that they've been coming out with, I've been really tempted. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Bobo. All right, so Bobo is a 5-star blue hero, barbarian. Of course, getting the Starfall family bonus with 751 attack, 801 defense, which is really, really good, and 1380 HP. Now, this always stands out to me when a hero is slow. I'm like, oh man, a slow hero. So the special better be darn good. In fact, I've always said with slow heroes, the special should probably be something close to game ending. Of course, now with the very fast tournaments and wars, you have to keep in mind that there's a lot more use cases for slow heroes these days. And I'm glad that they have those very fast. I know a lot of people hate those, but I think it allows you to use heroes you would otherwise not use, like Bobo, potentially. But let's read the special. Can you use him in a regular situation or only in these very fast tournaments? So he deals 320% damage to all enemies. That's a lot for all enemies. The enemy with the highest base defense gets the following status ailment. The target gets negative 60% defense for 4 turns. Negative 60%? That's humongous. And this effect cannot be cleansed. So the most difficult hero on the opposing side is going to get negative 60% defense. I've never seen a defense down that strong. And then, next line of text, the enemy with the highest base attack stat gets the following status ailment. The target gets negative 60% attack for 4 turns. This effect can't be cleansed. So I have to tell you, on its own, if there were no very fast tournaments or wars or anything, I would think this hero was neat. I love the theming with the art and the special, super cool. I would think he would almost be useful. So that would typically put him at like a B- or something like that. Except that now, because very fast tournaments and wars are such a big part of the game, if you put a blue level 11 mana troop on him and he's going off every 2 turns or so, this guy is absolutely amazing. I mean, like, think about how many times he has to hit everyone for 320% damage before the whole team is dead. But on top of that, if he's going off multiple times, he's putting that defense down on heroes, right? So, like, it's making them easier to kill. And of course, he's not the only hero you're bringing. So this guy is definitely, in this day and age, with the very fast wars and tournaments around, gonna see a good amount of play. So for that reason, I'm gonna give him a B+. And the reason it's a B+ is because, and not an A, not higher than that, is because I can't see him being versatile and used in like all situations, right? I save A's for those kind of heroes where it's Titan, it's war, it's tournament, it's defense, it's offense, stuff like that. Those tend to be who get the A's. Or just like a hero that just does what it does so good, you don't play any other hero in its place. That's who gets an A, right? So very powerful effect. If you get him, be happy. There's definitely use cases for him. He's going to be good. But he may not be like the top blue hero you go for. That's why he gets the B+. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Emilio. He is a 5-star red hero druid class, of course, part of the Starfall family with 745 attack, 803 defense, and 1406 HP. So he's a really tough hero. He's going to be difficult to kill because those are some pretty good longevity stats. Let's take a look at his special. It's called Flames and Rejuvenation. He is very fast, and it is very easy to make heroes overpowered really quickly when they have the very fast skill, because all they need is a level 11 mana troop to be able to go off after only 2 turns. Cast one of the following special skills. The first one here that's listed, although it's not going to be the first one that goes off, is if any enemy has the burn status ailment, all enemies receive 410 burn damage over 5 turns. All allies regenerate 549 HP over 3 turns, and all allies are immune to new status ailments for 3 turns. Oh my gosh. And once again, this is a special that is like 2 heroes that have existed previously pasted together. This is like Jean-Francois and Vanda mixed together, which is absolutely incredible. Again, another healer that's also aggressive, doing 2 things you want to be doing at once. Before, you typically had to pick, like, do I want to bring a hero along that's going to heal and keep my team alive, or do I want to be more aggressive and bring one that's dealing damage? Well, bring this guy. He does both. It's pretty amazing. So otherwise, if there are no burn statuses on enemies at all, Then what he does is all enemies receive 320 burn damage over 5 turns. All allies are immune to new status ailments for 3 turns. Now, what I see happening here with this particular hero, and if you're playing through the event, you kind of experienced this already when he's on defense, super annoying hero to go against. Almost impossible to bring your own statuses against him because he's preventing their team from really getting them and goes off so much, so fast. I mean, if you're taking him on offense, it's 2 red matches, and then your team is protected and you're already burning them down. It only takes 2 more matches. So typically your very fast heroes are going off twice before some of your other heroes even go off once, which is just absolutely amazing. And once he goes off once, he just gets more and more powerful. So ultimately what's going to play out is the enemy's going to constantly have flame damage running, and your team's going to constantly be protected from status ailments and healing. This is an incredible hero. So for that reason, I'm going to give Emilio an A. Okay, let's take a look at Theobald, who is a 5-star blue hero monk class. He's got 735 attack, which isn't great for this day and age. It used to be really good for 5-star heroes, but with power creep, this is actually on the lower end of some of the new heroes they're coming out with. 803 defense. I don't know what it is with them just, you know, all of a sudden making all defense like a little over 800, but there you go. And 1404 HP. The special is multi-throw. It is slow. Again, you heard my concern about being slow, but then again, we have very fast tournaments and wars these days. He deals 375% damage to the enemy with the highest remaining HP. I don't love that part, but then deals 230% damage to all other enemies. So if that last part didn't exist, I wouldn't love the 375% damage to the enemy with the highest remaining HP, because you generally want to pick on the one that's about to die and just get rid of it, right? But the fact that Theobald's doing so much damage to perhaps their stronger enemy and then dealing 230% to the rest is kind of cool. That means you're bringing the HP of all the enemies down pretty good. All allies reflect all status effects and 115% damage back to the attacker and block other negative effects from enemies' nature special skills for 4 turns. What? Now, I know he's slow, but this is like what the hero of the month we currently have here in June was like supposed to do. Now, if you watched my hero of the month video, which if you haven't, make sure to go back and watch that or break that guy down. My concern with him was like, you know, he's reflecting damage from status effects back, but only the ones that land on him. He doesn't prevent it from the allies or reflect it back from allies or anything like that. It is nice in the rare case that if Gravemaker hit him, he's going to deal that damage to everybody. But statuses, not all statuses, which are very, very difficult to deal with, deal damage. So like, you know, most of the time, the status reflect on him doesn't matter. But did you catch the text on this one? Oh my gosh. All allies reflect all status effects and 115% damage back to the attacker. And then we just tag this text on. And block other negative effects from enemies' nature special skills for 4 turns. This is the special that the hero of the month probably should have had. But maybe I won't get into this too much here. I think that Empires and Puzzles took a turn 8 months back or so where they started to power down the heroes of the month and power up their event heroes like this, because these are harder to get. So if everybody's getting the hero of the month and it's too powerful, maybe they felt like that was a problem. I don't know. But like maybe if you get an event hero, it should feel more special or whatever. But this is what would have made the hero of the month an A. This is the special I was talking about in that video that he was meant to have. But anyway, Theo has it, so there we go. But we're not even done reading the special yet, because all allies get plus 50% attack for 4 turns, and people are going to forget about that, but that's amazing. Again, remember, there are very fast tournaments and very fast wars now. This is probably where you're going to see him the most, and he is just going to own. He's going to be so super annoying to deal with. If he's on defense, you're going to just have to not take status effects with you, which is really hard in this day and age, but like seriously. And then on offense, he's going to be even better because if you're playing in one of the very fast tournaments or wars, you just look for that defense that has status effects and you bring him and you're like golden. You are good to go. Now this does help to neutralize Alfreak a little bit. I would hope at least if you can get him off first, which is kind of cool. But I do have to say, you know, his grade does come down a little bit because he's not going to be able to be used everywhere all the time. You know, once you get into the regular wars and raids and things like that, and against Titans, he's not quite as useful, but he is just going to own in those very fast situations. So for that reason, I'm going to give Theobald an A-, because what he does extremely well, and he is still going to be used in regular situations. It almost doesn't matter. Like there's a few heroes out there that are slow and you can stick them on defense and they just need to go off once and they're that good. Well, he's not like quite there, but he's almost there. So that's why I can't give him an A, but he's definitely deserving of the A-. Now let's check out Phalen. She is a 5-star holy hero of the wizard class. She has 784 attack, 751 defense, 1394 HP. The special is Chakram Kick. She is fast. So we got a fast hero now. And the other specials were already good. You know, what it's gonna depend on here is like, did they tag a good special under her too? They finally are like pumping up the specials on the slow heroes, which like slow heroes should be pretty game changing, but let's see. Deals 290% damage to the target and nearby enemies. Okay, that's a good amount of damage for target and nearby enemies, especially if you increase her attack a bit. Nothing to write home about. The second ability here is the hit enemy with the fastest base mana speed gets the following status ailment. The target gets negative 44% mana generation for 3 turns. Guys, negative 44% mana generation is like extreme. Extreme. I mean, like, Teleria, Alacy, like, they had to power down Teleria's mana slow, which was higher, and they had to lower it below this. Right? Now, she's not hitting everyone like Teleria does. That's super annoying. I'm glad they didn't do that. I'm glad they didn't do like, they're just picking one hero to do this to. But this is a fast hero. So that does mean that, you know, she gets to go off twice and you're picking and choosing. This is a mana control hero. So you get to pick and choose who you don't want to have their special fire quickly, right? So that's kind of cool. I do like this hero. I think it's creative. I don't think this one's necessarily overpowered. I do think as a group, all of these heroes, it's like, wow, oh my gosh, they're so super strong. I don't think this one's overpowered, but is very, very good. And definitely a toolbox type of hero that you bring along when you got to really shut a hero down. You want to bring Phalen. So for that reason, I'm going to give her an A- because you can use her pretty versatile. Wars, raids, tournaments, even the Titan. Pretty good stuff here. And lastly, we have Iora and Fluffy. And I just think this art is like super cool. I've said it before, the art in this game is getting better and better as they go. I really appreciate that aspect of this game. It looks really, really cool. The style has changed over the years. So you can tell that they've put a lot of the money we've been spending into how these cards look. So we got a 5-star nature hero or heroes here. Iora and Fluffy are barbarian class, 786 attack, 751 defense, and 1400 HP. So the defense is a little lower than what they typically come out with heroes now with, but not bad. Not bad. That's certainly still higher than it used to be when they would come out with 5-star heroes. The special is perfect teamwork. Average speed, so level 23 mana troop is going to get her to go off basically at fast speed. Destroys all minions from the target. Okay. Deals 550% damage to the target. Are you kidding me? There was a day when, like, you know, back in the day, Liana was just like the top sniper because she just did so much damage. And then all of a sudden they're coming out with these snipers who are like, I'm just gonna straight up one shot now. So that's a ton of damage. And it's going right through the minions, which is craziness.
Reduces max health from all enemies that own minions by 304. Max health can't get lower than 30% of their original max health. So, you know, they've come out with a lot of heroes that have minions. I've not thought minions have been particularly overpowered or anything like that, but there are definitely good minion heroes now. So this hero is going to come in use. In fact, there was a hero, Grimble, before, it just wasn't even useful, and then some minions came around and it was like, oh yeah, we can use this guy again. And then they print heroes like this who are just so anti-minion, and continue to do their job and a better job than previous heroes have done on top of it. So she wrecks the minions of the one hero and decreases everybody else, punishes their health, like as if they don't even have minions, their health goes down. And then on top of it, just straight up pretty much kills the hero, 550%. That's really good. And again, you can get her to go off at fast speed if you put a level 23 mana troop on her. So for this reason, I'm going to give her an A-. I'm very close to wanting to give her an A. The only reason I'm not is because she is average speed. So while on offense, you can negate that with the level 23 mana troop, and that will help on defense. On defense, you will still notice that she goes off a little bit slower than if she were fast speed. You can't, it doesn't work the same way on offense and defense with the mana troop. So that's the only reason I take that away. But man, you know, she is so close to getting an A because that is a lot of aggression, and that's exactly what you want out of a sniper, is just to kill a hero. You know, why have any other special if you're just killing a hero? And that's exactly what she's doing. All right, well, those are my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree with my grading? Do you disagree with my grading? What grades would you give? Do you think they're even overpowered? Like, why do you think they're overpowered if you do? I'd love to know all that stuff. And if you haven't already, make sure to like the video, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when I drop more of these or go live, and I will catch you in the next one.